Hello, my name is Teacher Rachel, and I'm here to talk about 5 mistakes not to make when applying for VIPkid. Now, by nature of this video, it is for people who are applying, or if you've already gotten hired and you're a beginner teacher, these tips are for you. If you are already a seasoned teacher, you probably know all this, so go ahead and skip this video. I'll have more content that's great for you coming up shortly. Let's get started. Tip number 1. Don't look like me. What do I mean by that? I'm talking about my clothes. They are too busy. It is not a t-shirt. It is not a uniform looking thing. The trick to getting hired, one of them, of course you have to have good teaching abilities and all that stuff, is to wear orange like this. I'll have to see how good that looked later. But I liked wearing orange. I had my live interview with a person in China, and she was so excited that I got orange, and I was excited that I got orange. It's not a color I would normally wear, but I wanted to play it safe. I heard that that was a good thing to do, and it worked out for me. I don't know if they actually give you points for wearing orange, but they do give you points for looking professional and, you know, team spirit. Orange is their color. You want to show that you are serious about this, and it gets you kind of pumped up too. Tip 1.5. I almost forgot. Wear lipstick. Do you see this? I look like a skeleton, and it looks even worse for the students because I wear lipstick every day. Why? So you can see my lips. A lot of times we are teaching just the sounds of the English language, and you have to see the V shape that your lips make, you know, the b. You have to see lips, and you can't see them when they're naked very well. So I just got Wet n Wild from Walmart, $1, who cares? I don't even put it on that good. That's what I look like. One time, my poor little Bow Bow, we call him Vincent. I wish he wouldn't buy Bow Bow, but I see him once a week, all the time, for months, and one time I forgot lipstick. He was my first student of the day, and when I opened my screen, he was like, it made a big difference. So don't forget the lipstick. It's $1. Come on. Tip number 2. Invest in the right headphones. These were my beginner set. I like the way they look. They did a good job. You can move this around. It was $23. But now I've taught for months. And let me tell you something about these. They hurt. If you're sitting down, I only do 2 hours straight. That's all I can handle because my mouth hurts from smiling too much and I have to feed a newborn. Well, I did have to feed a newborn. She's on solids now, so I don't have to feed her as much. But anyways, so for 2 hours of wearing these straight, oh, your ears are getting pushed to the max. I would have to do this number, like just start alternating which ear could have a breather if they were too quiet, and I had my sound all the way up and I still couldn't hear them. I dreaded those because I had to have both on, and I'm just aching. The second I say goodbye, close camera, for 2 minutes while I put feedback in, and I have to put them back on. Don't make the mistake I did. Do not get ones that hold your ears down. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So I just got a new set. I still am not a big fan of headphones, but oh my goodness. Let me tell you how luxurious these are to go over the ear. I look like a transformer with them on. And it's got this robo arm that comes down, and I can talk to the kids like this. When it is on, these light up like some sort of power source. I just don't like headphones. I'm going to always have a critique about them. I'm always going to have something I don't like about them. But these are so much better. So if you are applying for VIPkid and you haven't got your headphones, think long term. If you don't want to invest $200 or some odd dollars that you could drop on headphones, I suppose. I didn't even look in that price range. Go ahead and spend the $2 extra on these. I'll show you. I got them. I'll also link it in the bottom. But I got them on Amazon as well for $26. Are you serious? $2 extra. I could have been wearing these the whole time. The best part is, both of them had them. But the best part is the mute button. Do not get headphones without a mute button. I swear to you, this is a lifesaver. Like I said earlier, I have a baby. Sometimes she's home alone with me while my husband is at work and I'm teaching. And sometimes she cries. Oh, poor baby. I feel like such a neglectful mom. All I have to do is mute. So I press the mute button and she's crying, kind of fussy. I'm throwing toys at her. She gets a little bit happy, but she still might cry. So mute. I unmute it to say what I have to say. I mute it again, and then I'm just smiling and doing my physical TPR so they know I'm listening, but they don't have to hear me or the interrupter. So the mute button is excellent. It's not even just for a baby. If you're sneezing, they don't want to hear that. You have a microphone right here that you're sneezing in. How inconsiderate. So mute your sneezes, mute your kids talking to you, mute your dog barking, mute your farts. You can mute anything and it's amazing, but always remember to unmute it when you're talking. Or if you had muted it for feedback in between classes and then you open up the new classroom and you're saying hello and the kid runs to his iPod to his mom. Because not his iPod, his iPad to his mom because he doesn't know what's going on. And she's like, we can't hear you. And you're like, oh, my bad. You kind of feel like the kid tattled on you, but you didn't know. So buy high quality-ish over-the-ear headphones so you are not dying in between classes just looking for that breather where your ears can come out. Oh, tip number 2.5. Wear your hair up. Look at this. This is crazy. Just wear your hair up. Like this. Da 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 da. Tip number 3. Don't expect bookings on your time frame. I call this the VIPkid initiation stage. You're so excited. You went through the whole process of applying. You jumped through all the hoops. It was a really big deal. You got all prepared and psyched up, and then you got hired, and oh, happy day. And you sit around for a while, for days, for weeks, some people months. One person I saw 200 days in and they didn't have a class booked yet. Not one. So this is just something we all have to go through. Everybody goes through it kind of differently. It's just the way VIPkid rolls. You can attempt to do other things such as updating your profile, making yourself look attractive, making yourself presentable, marketable. These parents are looking at you to be the teacher they want for their kids. So you have to exude that. There we go. You have to exude that. You have to write your profile. You have to write your bio, make your video awesome. And then meanwhile, while you're just waiting, after you did all this, even if it didn't work, start taking the workshops, start taking the classes, start doing these things, preparing yourself to be the awesome teacher when the bookings do come, because they will. You just have to be patient. For me, it took about 3 weeks, and that is sometimes a long time. Some people get it within a couple of days. Some people may wait months. So what it boils down to, don't expect all your bills to be paid by VIPkid the first couple of months, okay? It's just going to take a while. It's what we all go through in different stages, in different ways, but it's just the way it is. So if you are a full-time teacher, don't think, I'm quitting. This is my last semester. When summer's out, I'm out because I'm going to be teaching in China. It might not work for you and you're risking your financial security. So just expect a waiting time. Be open to new experiences with the workshops, with things like that. I would recommend kind of staying away from the Facebook groups as much as you can, because you'll see all these other women. I got a frenzy. I got all these things. Oh, I get to see this regular. They have all these problems. I got overbooked. Oh, and you're just like, I want a class. I want to see some Chinese kids. So be ready to wait. I know that you're all hyped up and excited, but it's just gonna happen. Accept it. Go through the waves. of the experience and be ready as a teacher when they do come, because they will. Tip number 4, don't think you have to get all the props all at once. I know that when you're waiting, it's so easy to go to Target. I crap on Target all the time because they have everything I like and I don't have the budget for it. So don't go to Target or other places and just stockpile and fill your classroom with things while you are waiting, okay? You don't have to have that many things to get started. Must-haves that I personally think, I'll probably make another video of just VIPkid must-haves, many of which you've already seen in this one, are flashcards. These are used all the time. These cost, I don't know, something like $3 or $4. These are very inexpensive, take up little space, and they can wait around with you. Other things is like the characters that you see in the lessons. I have frequently used, I think I'm going to have to redo this shot for sure. Oh no, I don't. They're right here. This is Meg and this is Mike, and they are kind of the only people that you need essentially at first, and you can even print them out. I went ahead and got a laminator, which I think is a good investment. I enjoyed it. I still do. But you don't have to laminate everything. Like the other day I got in a laminating big hurrah and I laminated all the people, and these are unnecessary. You do not have to have all these starting out. You really don't. So think minimally, just like in my other video that you can see on how to teach in a small space classroom. Think minimally. Just get the essentials. Some flashcards, some of these kids if you want, some of the characters, so you're not like hi to a screen and the kid's like, who are you talking to? I'm talking to Mike. Hi, Mike. So things like that. And also just stuff that you have around the house. Don't spend a lot of money in the beginning because you don't want to go in the hole, not have a paycheck for a while, and be in the red for quite a bit because you were so excited and hyped up about getting props. Tip number 5. Don't open up your whole schedule. I didn't do this problem because I knew with my newborn I could only work these certain times. They were the times when everybody was asleep. My kids were asleep. It was the time before they went to public school. So I just opened up that little window frame, and when I started getting bookings, they fit right there very nicely because I planned it. Some women just like, or men, I keep saying women. This is for everybody, yo. Some women and men open their whole schedule because they just want some hits. They just want whatever hits to hit, and they're so excited. But then what if you actually get frenzied off the bat, wild card, and you have everything booked? That's a huge problem. So kind of build a schedule even if you don't have any students yet, because when they do come, oh my goodness, oy vey, you're going to be so overwhelmed. You might panic. I've seen women on the Facebook groups really struggle with it and really get huge anxiety levels because they didn't prep for it. If you're planning on doing overnighters, don't open everything just to get hits. Schedule in some breaks. If you get longer breaks because no one booked, so what? You get longer breaks because no one booked. But put in breaks, because if they all book, oh, you're going to be in a world of hurt your first time, that's for sure. So build a schedule that you can realistically see later whenever your bookings do come in and kids love you and they're going to book with you. So build that schedule now. Don't just open it all up. Have a strategy. Think long term again. Just because that's a huge problem to have. And I mean, you think now, well, you're not getting bookings. That's not going to happen to me. I haven't gotten any bookings at all. You never know. It might happen. And I don't even have words to that. Just like when I saw someone's screenshot they shared on Facebook, I was like, oh my gosh. Praying for you, sister. Praying for you. So that's the end of my 5 mistakes not to make as a VIPkid teacher, whether that is you before you're applying or you've gotten hired and you're looking down the sea of empty bookings, okay? I promise you, it ends. You will get the bookings, you'll see the children, and you're going to love it. So think long term. These tips are there to help you think long term, don't hurt your ears, get the schedule you want, those kind of things, because the bookings will happen and it'll be a huge blessing in your life. It has been a huge blessing in my life, in my children's lives, in my husband's life. And I know that it is a huge blessing for these kids across the world to have the opportunity to speak with you, an English teacher from America. That is really special, and that is a career you can have, especially if you're a stay-at-home parent, someone looking for an extra little bit of income while you work your other jobs. It is a blast. If you're still looking for someone to mentor you before you apply throughout your application process, someone to guide you by the hand. If you haven't considered another person, consider me. I may just be the right fit for you and we can get you started. I'll link my referral link down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, do all that YouTube-y stuff so you can keep getting my content. I'm going to try to boost it up a little bit more as we're getting into a better schedule and I'm getting more experience as a VIPkid teacher. Again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Goodbye.